So guys, I would like us to learn about desire, and I have heard some people talk about masturbation, and it's saddening to know that there are pastors who are teachers of the word, but they're encouraging masturbation. They say that masturbation by itself is not a sin, but we all know that the Bible says that there will be false prophets who will preach according to what people want to hear. I wouldn't encourage you to listen to them because they will be answerable to God. And after this life, there is no second chance. When we die, there is not going to be a second chance that God will tell you to go back on earth to come and rectify what you did. So if you choose to listen to men who choose to live as they wish, then you know your fate. I'd like us to learn something about desire. And what does desire mean? Desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. So I was asking myself, is it wrong to have a desire? Is it wrong to desire something? And then, well, I would like you to ask yourself, is it wrong to desire something? And please, maybe you can comment and tell me what you think. And there are good desires. Those are the desires that comes from God, and there are evil desires, sinful desires, worldly desires. And so if a desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen, how do you know which is the good desire? There is a woman in the Bible who was bleeding for 12 years, and we are told by the Bible that she spent all her money trying to get proper medication, but there is no doctor who was able to treat her. And then, because of her strong desire to get healed, she pressed in the crowd until she reached where Jesus was, and she managed to touch the hem of Jesus, and that's how she received her healing. So this is a good example of a desire. A woman who she really wanted to get healed. Is that a bad desire? What do you think? Do you think it's a bad desire that she wanted to get healed from her ailment? We also have David. There's an instance where he was supposed to go into a battle, but he was left at home, and he saw a woman bathing, taking a bath, and he desired her. He looked at her lustfully, and he ordered for her to go, and he slept with her, killed her husband, and he took her as his wife. Those are two examples of desire. There is the one who wanted to get healed, and there is the one who took what doesn't belong to him. So we have those two types of desires. Which is the right desire? Is it the one for the woman who wanted to get healed, or is it the one, that one for David, who took the wife of Uriah and then he killed the husband? So because when it comes to masturbation, I believe desires, they play a very vital role in our lives. Yes, they play a vital role in our lives, because you do whatever you think you do, and most of the times thoughts comes from desires. So even before you do something, we are told that there is nothing that can be concealed from God. There is nothing that God can see. He sees even the imaginations of your heart, the desires that are in your heart. And most times, what you desire, you act upon. I don't know why it's very easy to desire something evil and then you act upon it. But most of the time, when you desire something good, it's very difficult to get it. We all desire to be prosperous in life, but not everyone becomes prosperous. But the things that you don't want to do, that's the ones you find yourself doing the most. It's very easy to fall into a trap than to stand. It's very easy to fall than to stand. You need more strength to stand than to fall. So this is the verse that we'll be studying. In Psalms 37 and verse 4, the word says that, "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart." So we are told to delight ourselves. It is to get pleasure. Get pleasure in the Lord. Be happy in the Lord. And he shall give thee the desires of your heart. So you can understand this statement in two ways: that he will give you the desires of your heart. That is, you have desires in your heart, he will fulfill those that you have in your heart. The other meaning can be, you desire, no, the first one is, you already have a desire in your heart. Probably you want a car. God gives that desire. And there is, you have a heart. You empty it before God. And then he gives you desires. He takes his own desires and he places them in your heart. And then you live according to the will of God. So that's the way we can understand the statement. So one, you have your own desires. You've come to God with your own desires. Secondly, you've come to God with empty hands. And I delight in God and he gives me his desires. Yes. So I would like us to study more about that. And please, you can share what you know, what you think about desires, where they come from, and how they affect our lives. The difference between good desires and evil desires, and the examples of desires. We shall continue next time. Have a blessed time. Bye. I love you.